Elisa from Belgium.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Salamullah.
So last night, some of my relatives were saying completely haram things about Islam. And I tried to tell them to stop 1 or maximum 3 times for certain things that they have said, but no, not for all the topics. So I failed, and then they didn't want to listen to me, so I stayed on my side, and I tried to talk with my cousin about other things, so as not to hear the others talking. And then after several minutes, I decided to leave the living room because I briefly remember that when it was like that, you shouldn't stay with that kind of person. That's why I left, and after only maybe 10 minutes, I came back, and they had changed the conversation, but not completely. But I still try to not listen to them and speak with my cousin. So what worries me is that I stayed with them and heard what they said, and I was not able to defend our religion correctly, and that I didn't do enough, though I was capable. So I'm afraid I have also committed an act of kufr.
Okay, first of all, this is not an act of kufr. In the ayah 140 in chapter 4, Surah An-Nisa, Allah Azza wa Jal tells us not to sit with such people until they are engaged in different topics. Otherwise, we would be like them, the disbelievers and the hypocrites. And being like them does not mean that you committed an act of kufr. Rather, you would be sinful for that, like them. What they're doing is kufr. And the only appropriate way to handle this is to admonish them and to put your foot down and say to them, this is haram. Whoever says such things would leave the fold of Islam and becomes a kafir. If they don't stop, you leave entirely and never come back to them. Go to your room. If you're in their home, leave to your home and don't associate with them once again, so that they would know the gravity of what they had done. Being with them, sitting and talking with your cousins, gives them the message that there's nothing wrong in what they had done, and Allah Azza wa Jal knows best.